Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. I welcome you to INI TV, Ephraim Naruna Imafide Ndisoge TV. We are global and social commentators. So, my people, I just want to encourage Nigerians out there because by the time you look the kind of news that is coming out from Nigeria, one is a little bit taken aback, you are a little bit not sure. This is the time that we all need to come together and begin to pray for the country. Let's begin to pray, you know, because like what is happening in the East, the unknown gunmen have gone around terrorizing. They have bombed police stations, government parastatals, the military, the police are targets. Then you come to the West, the Ododuwa rally is going on from state to state. Then you come to the Middle Belt, Plateau, Jos, Kogi. They are all going through series of attack, of kidnapping. You know, nobody really know where this country is going. Even in the northern parts, a lot of people are happy. Where I am still waiting to get more information if Shakao is dead. Abubakar Shakao, if he's dead. I'm still waiting. Because let's not rush to conclude that he's dead. But like what I said in my last video, even if he is dead, there is still a greater problem. You know why? Because Shakao was a man who was attacking Muslim, Christian, old, young, Ima, everybody that he could lay his hand on. But now we have, according to what they are saying, ISOP or ISHAP, IASAP. This group are out there solely for Christians, for foreigners. That is why I said we should not be happy that Shakao is dead. In fact, Abubakar Shakao was like a check to this group. So this group are purely against the Christians, against the Middle Beta, against the Southerner, against the Easterner, and against the Westerner. You might want to know that I told you that, first of all, it was IS that collaborates, joined together with other terrorist groups to find ISAP. These are groups, according to information, that have been trained in Libya. Remember when Gaddafi was pushed out? There was a terrible war in Libya. The America went in, Russia went in, NATO self went in. So there were a lot of weapons in Libya at that time from these different people. Most of these weapons get to the hands of these terrorists, and they were trained in Libya, and they came to Nigeria. 60% of ISOP are Libya trained terrorists. Is it when I keep saying that even if Buhari is gone 2023, the rubbish that is kept, the rubbish Spanish will say basura that is kept. Who can clean it? Who can clean it? Remember the chief of army staff, not this one that is late, Burata. He said terrorism is what we are going to live with, at least for the next 100 years. I think 200 years. That was what he said. That we will live with terrorism for the next 200 years. He was not far from the truth. Because these people have been inside Nigeria and have taken root. The banditry are there. The herdsmen are there from the Sahel. Then we have the ASAP now. So me, I'm praying that it is a lie that Abubakar Shakau is dead. I'm praying. He is also a check to this group. Because Abubakar Shakau believed that the Boronu area is his own. That he is the Lord there. He has worked hard to get that space. Savista Forest Child area as his own. So he is trying to ward off other terrorist group from entering that area. So if it is true that he is dead, then there is a problem, as I said before. There is a problem. So that is for that. Then you come to the Ododuwa in the east. I am afraid that some of the Yoruba people might betray the Ododuwa cause. It's not as if the Biafras, we don't have one or two that are speaking against the Biafra cause. You have some, but they are few. But I'm afraid Ododuwa might have a lot of people, might be divided into two. And maybe by the time a referendum is done, I don't know. Let us just pray. Personally, like I said before, a lot of people don't like it. Let's split this country. By the time we split this country, the Biafras will now pick their military that will be purely Igbos. So it will be difficult for this terrorist to enter into the Biafra army. The same thing with Ododuwa. You understand? So as long as these people are there, even if we do restructuring and all the rest, they are still in the Nigerian army and they are still going to create havoc. They are still going to give a lot of people sleepless nights. How can you be in your country? You are afraid. The other day, I spoke to a cousin of mine who wanted to go to Abuja. So I called him. I said, you're going to Abuja? He said, yes. Not up to 2 or 3 hours. He called me back, said, yes, I've arrived. You can send me the information. I said, what? 2-3 hours, you are in Abuja? He said, yes, I took flight. I'm not going to go past road. You can imagine that. I remember when I used to sleep on the road from Jos to Benin. What do? That was when I was doing my youth service. I served in Jos. We will go to Bukuru, that's in Jos, begin to look for somebody, a lift that can take you to Lokoja. We'll see, then we'll follow. Sometimes there was one time I went on a lorry load with whether gold, sheep and all those stuff. We were inside. I got to Lokoja. I sleep over in the street, not in the park. You sleep in the park. Daybreak, you wash your face. You go to the main road again. To Auchi. By the time I finally got to Auchi, sometimes I just branch into the police, spend a day there, if it is in section, or Ekboma, depending on where the spill leads. You know, there was one journey like that from Auchi, I went to Ekboma. Instead of going to Benin Street, I went to Ekboma, spent another day there before I finally got to Benin. But now, I'm telling you, I cannot try that now. Is that the kind of country we want? And people are saying it is bad now. Wait until when all these terrorists from the Sahel, from Libya, the one that we've trained, come together. They are going to make that country like Afghanistan. And now the Kanu said it. It's going to be like Afghanistan. I watched some video yesterday. See people running at that scatter, gunshot everywhere. Gunshot everywhere. People running around. Hey, it's the army. Some will say no, it's the police. Some will say it's the unidentified gunmen. God, that. Aye, man. So that is why, like I started this video, let's pray. Splitting is inevitable. That I guarantee you from the information we have. Splitting is inevitable. But what we should pray for should not be bloody. Should not be bloody, man. Look at a country that have borrowed, I think, 30 trillion in the span of 4 years. And the funny thing, you are not saying where this 40 trillion has gone into. The other day, Buhari was interviewed. The way this man was speaking, I was asking myself, is this man in this country? He said Nigeria they should be patient with him, that he's doing his best, that you can go and ask people from Katsina how they are trying to. I said, is this man in Nigeria? I'm beginning to think he's not even Buhari. How can Buhari be so insensitive? No. I'm beginning to think. Initially, I said probably. But right now, I'm beginning to think. Watch, my friend, go back and watch that interview. They were interviewing him about bandits in the east, the unidentified government. Before you know, he drifted to the northern part again. The tourist in the northern part, as a show. Because that is the only information he has. He does not have more information about those in the east. So if that is the case, watch the interview. It was when he came back from France. Watch the interview. Use a little bit psychology. Is it that this man has just waking up from a very long sleep, about 4 years sleep, or he has run either the Kolo, or he's not even Buhari? You understand? I will endorse you people to go and watch that live interview. You know, the journalist was asking him about the east. He just drifted to the north. Then he was talking about, say, the land issue will be settled, as if it's a dispute between one region and another. But the entire country is in a shambles, is in a mess. And we even heard that Chief of Army Staff died. They went to a marriage ceremony. Chief of Army Staff died. They went to a marriage ceremony. In that plane crash, we lost 3 generals. 3 generals. If a country lost 1 general in war, that country will cry. That country will cry. I remember the war that British had with Argentina. Margaret Thatcher cried for a top-ranking man, an officer that he lost. You lost 3 generals the next time you went to a party. The flag was not even lowered down. Remember when some Trump supporters attacked the American Parliament, where one police officer and 2 others, a lady died from the other side, and one police officer. The American flag was lowered down as a day of torment, as dark day. These people are so insensitive. So people when they talk say Buhari is not Buhari. I am beginning to think it is not. Because if you trace the history of Buhari, his forefathers are from Sudan. So definitely he might have relations that look like him. Not the facial, not the height, and probably the structure. So all you have to do is just to get a mask, wear him, and that's all. So I just want to finally end this video by saying we should pray. Pray for Nigeria. Pray for citizens of that great country. And pray for yourself too, because we are all in this together. So as we used to say in this channel, stay calm, stay safe. Bye bye.